No, but on the contrary, I beg to differ, because in a more very recent settlement deed, we had made up. My friend has 2 daughters. So what we did was we transferred both the property on the individual daughters' names. But the condition, as you said, the condition we gave was the living rights are with both of them, with my friend and her husband till their lifetime. Plus, they will the daughters cannot alienate the property till their death.
They will not really
till the parents' death.
They will not alienate the property, but they will be having the rights over the property, you know.
Yes, that's
you will be losing your importance. That is what. As long as you have got something, even if they are children, they will be respecting you only if you have got something with you. That is what I am saying.
No, but fortunately for my friend, both the daughters are very well settled in life. It's just that she wanted to give away
all the children are not bad, but all the children are not good. There are some bad children, there are some good children. So as a precautionary measure, you just keep your property with you till your lifetime. That is what I am saying, because several things are happening. Now everybody is going abroad. And even if parents died, they are seeing it through video call, and they are simply saying that, okay, you do all the formalities. I cannot come, I have not got the visa,
yes.
I have not got the ticket, I have not got the leave from the company. You dispose of my father's dead body. This is what everybody is saying. In one case, the father, when he had died, our son is in USA.
Okay.
Father, when he had died, he was asking wife that my son has to perform all the ceremonies. So you just burn my body and keep my ashes. And my son should come and
immerse
do
the
all
ashes.
the formalities. Ashes and everything, and he has to dispose. He has to immerse in the sea. That is what is last will. So what happened? They were keeping it for 3 years.
Okay.
Son had not come. So after that, it was disposed by using somebody else. This is how the world goes on. So children are good. They are very affectionate. At the same time, during this speedy world, everything is going very speed. And the children is also bothering about only their children, only their wife. And they will not be bothering about the elders. That is why you should have your own safety. Don't give your property, don't give your money, anything to your children till you are alive. Okay?
The stark difference between a will and the settlement deed would be, settlement deed is purely only for immobile property. It can be a land, or it can be a house, or it can be a flat. Now will, when you write a will, that can be done for both immobile and immobile, for jewels and for cash, isn't it? But nowadays the trend is, as you said, probably that your opinion is you score over probation of will over the release deed. But I find that a majority of the people are not going for the will or the registration of the will. As you said, unregistered will will always take effect after the death of a person, but release deed is much in vogue now. But why is this release deed is much in vogue than the will? What could be the reason that will is not being done and will is not being probated? What could be the reason?
No, because if you do not execute the will, automatically it will be considered as a person's died intestate. It will be shared according to the Hindu Succession Act.
Correct.
And when you are alive, if you want to settle the property, you have to write naturally a settlement deed.
Settlement deed.
And the release deed, if you have a share in the property, suppose if there are 3 to 4 shares, among the sisters, what they will do among the brothers and sisters will be releasing her share of property in favor of the brother. Suppose if mother is a widow, she will be giving through release deed, her share in favor of the children. So release deed will be taken only if the particular person has got small share in the property, mostly lease deed will be written. If you have got full ownership, normally they will be writing settlement deed if they are alive. If they want to make a will, and they can write that it will be taken effect after my lifetime. This is how a lease deed, will and settlement deed is differentiated. Mostly lease deed will be used only by the persons who had got multiple shares.
Multiple shares, and they alienate the share to the brothers. Mostly the sisters giving away the share to the brothers. Now, gift deed. Gift deed is also another source where you can, without any, probably with a little condition, I should say, because you can also say that I'm gifting this property to this person in the condition that this person will take care of me till my death. So, for her services or for all that she's going to do to me, I'm even now consciously gifting away my property to this person. Why is this even? I find that gift deed is not much in vogue now. I mean, giving away the property as gift, I think it's seeing its last days. It's almost on the wane. How do you feel amongst all these deeds like settlement deed or a will? What is your say on gift deed?
Gift deed has not been in vogue nowadays because they will be writing settlement deed. That is the easiest way. Gift deed, if they are not your blood relatives, if they are not, sometimes they may be writing to their friends.
Yes.
Or they may be writing to some other person who had helped them. For them, they can give in the form of a gift deed. The point is that why gift deed is introduced to know, if it is given as a gift deed to you, and you need not, if you register a sale deed in favor of you, you have to inform to the income tax your source of income for purchasing the property. If it is given for you as a gift, and you need not answer to the income tax authorities. But the point is that you have to pay the government fees for registering the gift deed. That is the only advantage. So, for blood relatives, mostly they will be writing only the settlement.
Yes.
For distant people who are not covered for the settlement deed, for settlement deed there is a list to whom the property can be settled. Sons, daughters, brothers, sisters, just like that. After that you cannot give. You cannot settle the property. Only for those people, distant relatives or friends and others, you can give in the form of a gift deed. That is why mostly gift deed, because everybody will be giving only to the children and everyone.
And there is also a risk, that inherent risk in the gift deed. Probably when that person behaves very well and you're giving a gift deed in favor of that person, getting it registered, and for all that that person might even usurp your property.
That's what, because I am giving the general advice that till you are alive, you don't give your property to anybody else, even if it is gift deed, even if it is a settlement deed. The theory applies commonly to everybody. What I am advising is, don't give your property.
And second thing, the gift deed also alienates you from the property. The moment you give it as a gift deed,
give it in the form of a gift, as soon as the gift deed is registered, automatically it will go to
alienation. It will go to the other person. So, given the current trend, what is, if for an example, like I've been wanting to ask you, Jayalalithaa, we'll take a live scenario. Jayalalithaa, we know that she had not made a will, and all her properties, those of which have been when she was under arrest and all that, they try to list out everything, whatever she has had. What will be for a person of her stature? And she had not made a will, and now we don't know how much of property is there, is not there. In such cases, what would your advice be?
No, in the case of Jayalalithaa, the matter is entirely different, because even during 1991, Jayalalithaa wanted to write a will, for the main reason that when Raju was assassinated, there was a threat to Jayalalithaa, because Jayalalithaa was believing that LTTE might target her.
Yes.
Because she had taken anti-LTTE stand after the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi.
Correct.
At that point of time, she believed that at any point of time, LTTE might target her. So during 1991, she was asking the lawyer that is the MGR lawyer K. Subramaniam, and asking him that she wanted to write a will. And that MGR's lawyer said that no, you are only 43, this is not the time for you to write a will. He had advised like that. But for 4 to 6 months she was insisting, the lawyer.
Okay.
But after that the threat had disappeared, because LTT had openly announced that we will not assassinate anybody else who are non-Sri Lankans. That is what they said. After that the threat was subdued. So Jayalalithaa did not write a will. But during after 2014, Jayalalitha's health was very much deteriorated.
Yes.
And she was, in fact, she was in favor of writing a will, because she was, after she reached 60 age, she was telling everybody that most of her family members had died before reaching 60.
Okay.
And whereas she had reached 60, even his brother, he had died before reaching 60.
Okay.
Mother had died before reaching 60. That is what Jayalalithaa used to tell everybody, that I was the only person who had survived after reaching 60. After that she wanted to write a will, but she was because she was in fear for Sasikala, because Sasikala was expecting that Jayalalithaa should give all her property only to her.
Okay.
Even though she had earned thousands of crores of property, looted money, Sasikala, she had wanted from Jayalalithaa that she should write a will in favor of her. And she was insisting Jayalalithaa that Jayalalithaa should give Poise Garden only to her. Jayalalithaa refused. And even when she was alive, she was asking Jayalalithaa, you write a will by giving the Poise Garden in favor of me. Because I was living in the Poise Garden for the past 35 years along with you. It had become my famous residence. So I wanted this. This is what. Jayalalithaa refused. Only there was a very big fight between these two. After that, Sasikala had made a challenge to Jayalalithaa. And Sasikala said that only, just like your house, I will also construct a house. That Poise Garden had got 10 grounds. And opposite to Jayalalitha's Poise Garden, Sasikala had bought 10 grounds of vacant plot just to construct a house surpassing the style of Poise Garden. And after she went to jail, and she was asking her relatives to construct that house just in front of Poise Garden, and every construction was going on. She said, after my release I will go only to that house, because Poise Garden had not come to me. This Jayalalithaa had not written a will in favor of me. She had not written. After that, what had happened? After before her release, the Income Tax Department had attached the property under Binami Act, because the property was registered in some other's name. Sasikala had given the money. So Binami's Act, it was confiscated. And only due to Sasikala's fear, Jayalalithaa did not write a will. That is why even if you write a will, there are some dangers. If you write a will in favor of a child, a particular property, another child of yours will get antagonized against you. And even the person, even if the person dies, they will not come, because stating that my father had given the prime property to my sister, so I will not go for the cremation. This is how. That is why. And sometimes you will be, if you write the will in favor of, equally in favor of all the children, there are some children who will be thinking that let my dad die very soon so that I can get the property. The will can be executed. Just like that, human mind can work. That is why I am telling that you write a will, you don't register it, you keep it very secret, you give the copy to one of your close friends and tell them that you just release the will after my demise. This is how we have to proceed.